And hey there guys, how's it going? It's me, Mikey Perion, and welcome back to our episodes here in the iCraft server, and it's episode 47, and now we're back here in the city of Perion, and during the last episode, well, we have accomplished that thing right over there. As you can see, a very tall structure, which we actually call this like the vertical city because, well, the structures or the buildings were actually formed in a vertical way, so something like that. Of course, we also got our personal mansion on the top of this, what is called the compound, right? So basically, of course, this part right over here, these buildings or this structure actually contains the farms, which is somehow pretty confusing to get inside though, because we got plenty of rooms for our farms, and as well it's not symmetrical, so well the layout is kinda all over though, but I think it's fine. Well, that's actually the purpose on why we have accomplished this. So basically, of course, we wanted to make this sort of like like I said, a chaotic architectural, no, something like chaotic organized style of building. So as you can see, well, we got a couple of like different designs in this section right over here. We got a couple of like different architectural styles, right? So at least it will look like somehow a city built vertically, right? But anyhow, of course, well, we're just gonna get back to this later because during the past week, well, we have done quite a lot. Well, off-cam staff, should I say. And we also have done a group activity, which is actually what we so called the iCraft Flight Festival, which I also have organized that event for a group recording session. And well, it's actually a quite fun activity, and also, of course, well, we have done a couple of projects around the town center, so at least we can make that place, somehow, well, should I say, a lot of projects to be seen, something like that. But anyhow, of course, we're just gonna get there, and probably, well, I think, of course, the first part of this episode is going to be our recording, so I'm just gonna condense the, group recording session because it was actually a 3-hour worth of recording, at least for me though. But anyhow, of course, well, let me just show you guys that recording, and of course, well, I'll be back. We're gonna start building for our iCraft Flight Festival 2020, and welcome guys. So now we're gonna, well, start the competition. So basically this is actually open for a couple of hours for people to build, for 4 hours actually from well, it's in my time, it's actually 8 a.m. to 12 noon. For CST time, it's actually, I forgot what I announced. The time
6 p.m. to 10
CST. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. CST time. So yeah, so basically, yeah, let's just commence this. So everyone is welcome to build, and yeah.
Woohoo!
Woo!
All right, start the music.
Sorry.
You're a DJ, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about creating a jukebox.
You forgot you're a DJ?
No, I forgot the jukebox.
Just go ahead and get those initial ones down, and then.
No, it's in my base.
Yeah, trying to get things on an angle from this angle.
I want it to look exactly like it did in the pictures.
Yes.
Wait, let me guess. Is that a blimp?
No.
I don't know, Mikey. Who
Whoa!
Who knows what it's gonna be?
Oh, damn it. Is there no lower deck? No, I guess there's not. Somebody no, I need to sleep. Damn it. They're the one coming after me. Damn it.
Okay, you could have told me to get out of bed before yelling, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
before yelling. Oh, yelling?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll remember that next time we're in the nether.
Oh, I see. Because a wither escaping in the end is not something worth yelling about.
Or ghasts.
No.
Oh, I was trying to get to the...
No.
Holy.
I really was.
No, mute yourself in TeamSpeak.
Oh god.
You tried muting yourself because you thought we were in TeamSpeak, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I unmuted myself instead, and then I started to talk in Discord about how I didn't mute myself, and then it echoed in TeamSpeak. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
I was there. I remember that. That was a pretty great moment.
Yeah.
Good
Really
thing I was
cool.
Good thing I was recording. Then we can play it back for all of our friends.
Well, I mean, I told you I didn't need the sound.
No. Good thing I was recording. What do you mean? I know you don't need the sound, but it was a good thing that I was recording, so we can play this back for all of our friends who weren't able to be here.
Oh, did I actually sneeze in both places?
Yes. Yeah, we heard it twice.
Good.
Yeah, I'll be listening to it later tonight as a podcast on repeat. Being as it's
Like-
all free.
Like a
Yeah.
pay what you want. Hey, hi, Serpent.
Hey,
Hello.
Serpent. Hola.
Hola.
Oh, there's a guy here.
Happy to the server, man. Hey, yeah. It's been a while.
Play the server now, or else.
Play
Indeed.
play the server.
So where's this building going on? That's what's going on, right?
Yeah, yeah, that sounds better.
Town center.
It's at the town center.
Thank you.
Where are you, Serpent?
How you doing, Serpent?
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh yeah, we were just having a little Algonquin roundtable discussion about depression.
At least one of you.
Yeah, I'm the only one. That's what I was talking about. Crippling loneliness, you know. Yeah, everybody laughs.
Danny, did you check the shulkers?
Now they're in my inventory.
Oh, okay.
Mobs can
We're
spawn
done.
here.
We're done with the inside of this, right?
I think so.
Okay. Let me check the light levels in here, actually.
I already did.
Oh, okay. Well, let's.
I can't reach the part I need to reach though. That's the problem.
Wait, what? Where are you
Uh,
at? Where's anybody at? I don't know.
I'm in
Serpent
the
is building the
blue
balloon.
Oh, okay. What's this?
You'll find out.
Oh yeah.
It's not done yet. It's like, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Is it a time machine?
Yeah. No.
Should have just done the redstone myself before we started. I could have made a place for it underneath, but I didn't because I was too lazy.
Is that the fireworks?
Yeah, I was gonna do a little fireworks show.
I think this is more of like the Wright brothers thing. It's not the United States.
The Wright brothers playing was quite large.
Yeah, but yeah, this is quite large. But it's not a biplane though.
Yeah. Okay. It's temporary, so we can do
Oof.
that.
Skelly's dead. Yeah, glitches.
Oh, I can sleep.
No. I need the night.
Oh, okay.
I need a
Okay.
night shot. Please don't.
I won't.
And hopefully you guys have enjoyed our, group recording session for our iCraft Flight Festival. So basically, this is how it looks like now. Probably we might also add a couple of more, builds or, these flight things around here just to, because this is actually looking amazing, right? I mean, it actually adds to the vibrancy, should I say, or, a very cool vibe around here in the town center, right? But anyhow, of course, like I said, we also have done quite a few things around the town center. If you actually have a look in the map here, you can see we have, a lot of progress, and basically my project that I've actually accomplished for this week is actually this road right over here. So basically we have actually got a plan on this section right over here, this side of the town, which is actually going to be the Ocean City, which is going to be our next group recording session. So let's try to check that out. So basically, I'm not actually going to show you the Ocean City, but it's more of like this road that we have accomplished here. And as you can see, this is, quite a long road, should I say, right? And we actually have plans to expand this. So, the purpose of this road is to actually connect all of those, different districts around here in the town center, right? And as well as in the future, I think Beaverman is actually working on that one, but I don't want to show you that, guys, for now because, I guess he's still doing some time lapse for that one. But anyhow, of course, this area right over here, that's actually Trilip's base. Yeah. So, of course, think I haven't shown this in my videos though, but well, this is basically Triton's base, and most of the time he actually works on this project on his live stream. Of course, check out his channel. Well, most of the time I think he do some streams in Twitch, and of course he also got a YouTube channel, and of course, well, subscribe to him and follow him on Twitch as well. So yeah, so basically on this side right over here, this is actually where we are going to have the Ocean City, which is going to be our next group recording session. But of course, we got a couple of stuff that we are going to prep up here. So basically, as you can see, I already have actually cleared out this area right over here, which is going to be, well, I'm planning to make this some sort of like a beach or some sort of like a shoreline. So, well, probably, of course, we're gonna flatten this out, and we're gonna fill this with some sand to make this some sort of like, a tropical vibe, some sort of like a Miami, a city. Because since we are also calling this place some sort of like, Ocean City, and of course, some people are also planning to have some organic builds, some statues. Well, some people mentioned like mermaids and those stuff. So basically, of course, well, we're gonna see about that. That's all actually going to be on the next month. So, well, I'm not sure on what episode are we going to, well, work on that one. But anyhow, of course, now it's time to get back to our base, so at least I can show you guys what are actually the progress, especially on those farms that we have actually built inside our farming district, right? But anyhow, of course, well, let me just get back to our base, and I'll be back again. And now we're finally back here in our base in the city of Perion, and this place is really laggy though. But anyhow, of course, well, we got plenty of contraptions going on around this city, so that's the reason why there's quite a bit of like a drop in our frame rates, but I think that's fine. So basically, of course, we're gonna get inside on this. Well, we're actually already inside, but of course, I still wanted to show you guys these exteriors. Of course, the exteriors of what we have actually have done during the last episode. And of course, like I said, I already have done some of the farms, well, off cam. So basically, like I said, probably I already have explained during the last episode that this is going to be for our villagers. But, well, I started to think that because the villagers are actually quite, well, should I say glitch? Because sometimes in the long run, those villagers are actually spawning a lot of iron golems. But we'll still just gonna think about that. But as much as I wanted to place some citizens around our city, but probably we'll just gonna do that in the future, probably once we already have finished all of the stuff around here in the city. And of course, we also want them to be secured, because we don't want them to be like falling in the water or going to some other places around the city. So basically, of course, probably it's the best for us to secure the entire place before we actually place villagers around, right? But anyhow, of course, well, like I said, we are actually separating the entrance from this since the bottom part is actually for the villagers and the top part are actually for the farmers. So that's why, well, we have separated the entrance on the top part because we don't want those, those villagers to intervene with our farming business, right? But anyhow, of course, this is actually our chorus. Well, as you can see, we got some chorus plants here. Well, this is actually a couple of episodes ago. We already have done this, well, quite a long time already, right? But anyhow, of course, on this side, this is actually the main entrance. So we're actually using these bridges for us to get into our farms, which is actually a private area for us. So basically on this side, this is actually where we got our cactus farm. So this is actually also connected to our water stream going to our storage system in this area. Well, probably you already have seen this. Of course, this is actually our stone factory, and on this side right over here, this is actually new, which is actually our sugarcane farm. So basically, we already got our sugarcane farm here. This is also actually connected to our water stream going to our storage system, and we also got here a storage chest where we can actually chuck in some stuff that will actually automatically be delivered to our storage system. And as well as on this side right over here, this is actually where we got our express elevator. Of course, we're just gonna get to that later. So this elevator will actually shoot us up to our personal mansion on the top part, just in case we wanted to relax and stuff, And on this part right over here, well, this is not yet done. This is actually our dye farm, so which is actually one of the least priority farms that we're actually dealing here. So basically, what I'm planning here is just to have like those 2-block high plants, which is actually the rose, the lilac, and those stuff, the peony. Well, basically, we're just gonna place some some dispensers with where we can actually place some ball mills, and it will automatically reproduce those plants, right, for us to make some more of those dyes, and probably some typical farm. I'm still gonna think about that. So basically those are the farms that we can actually place here. And on the second level right over here, well, of course, cocoa farms. We just need to place some jungle logs, and I don't know why I'm still not doing this, but well, basically I'm just gonna work on this someday. It's not really that much of interest though. But anyhow, on this level, well, I haven't done anything on this level yet though. But we're planning to place our chicken coop right over here, and as well as our pig farm on this section right over here. Well, just gonna be a manual, farm, which is just a pig pen, something like that. But anyhow, and well, on the third level, well, this is supposedly like fourth level, but I don't know what level are we now. But this is a totally confusing place, should I say? But well, on this area, of course, this is actually where we have started our crop. So on this level, we got the wheat. On the second level, we actually got the beetroot, and on the third level, we got the potatoes, I think, and as well as carrots. Yeah. And on these levels right over here, well, we actually basically got 3 levels for these netherwart farms, which is actually on the side right over here. So as you can see, we got 3 levels of these netherwarts on the side right over here. And on this level right over here, which is actually the potato level, well, we actually got here our kelp farm, which this is not really producing that much. I was expecting for this farm to produce more. So basically, well, we still need to manually craft the kelp blocks for us to, because this is what we actually need, the dried kelp blocks for us to, well, at least we can use that for fuel. And once we have crafted that, well, basically, we can already, chuck this in on this chest right over here. So at least it will be actually brought to our storage system on the other building right over there. So basically, well, this how this works. So on the bottom section, we actually got the kelps or the kelp farm, and on the top level, well, that's actually a bamboo farm, which well, we are actually only using the bamboos as fuel for us to smelt or for us to cook those dried kelp. So basically, well, I cannot actually see that. But anyhow, you can trust me, those are bamboo farms. But anyhow, of course, we also have done this there's actually no water. I was about to say that this is actually a water stream, but well, basically the purpose of this is actually a pipeline going to our storage system for our kelps. Right? No, sorry, this is not kelps though, but for our netherwarts. But anyhow, and actually, I think the last farm that I've done here that I can show you guys at least for this episode is actually these watermelon and pumpkin farm. So this is already done. So, well, I don't want to make this as efficient as possible because we don't need that much, pumpkins and watermelons. So basically, this will only trigger, we got actually 3 observers here. Well, those observers will only trigger when the plant or when those plants actually have, sprouted a watermelon or some pumpkins. So basically, of course, the frequency of harvesting the west, well, I also place a button here if we actually wanted to manually, punch these watermelons and as well as those pumpkins, right? But then, of course, this is our pumpkins and watermelon farms. As you can see, this place has a lot of lag, and of course this part right over here is actually our hostile mob farm. So basically it has been there for like ages already. So yeah, so on this area we also got our water elevators, and probably it's the best if we're gonna go to our personal mansion. So like I said, this water elevator is actually the express elevator going to our personal mansion on the top of our hostile mob farm here. As you can see, well, we got some sort of like a ledge here. So what I'm planning to for this one is actually to have some sort of like a garage, something like that. So basically, since this is a steampunk city, so probably we're gonna build some sort of like a blimp, our personal blimp on this side right over here. So basically it will have some sort of like a bridge and some sort of like a floating ledge on this section right over here, and on top of that floating ledge is going to be the blimps, but we're just gonna work that out in one of our episodes. And of course, well, I haven't yet designed this personal mansion, but as you can see, well, this is already, well, looking pretty nice, right? And as well as this side right over here, this is actually our flight deck where we can actually just jump and fly. And well, basically this is actually the main room. So this is some sort of like a ballroom. So if we wanted to hold some sort of like an event, well, we can actually, invite those, our fellow iCrafters in a party on this area right over here. And on this side, this is actually going to be some sort of like a dining hall. And on this section right over here, well, this is actually also a bridge connecting to other buildings that we're gonna build here in the future. Well, basically, of course, we're just gonna see about that soon. And on this side is going to be a kitchen. So basically, I already got a few stuff right over here. So just some fishes. We're actually on a fish diet. But anyhow, of course, this is going to the second level right over here. So what we're planning here is actually on this side is going to be our office, and on this side is going to be our personal space. So as you can see right over here, well, we actually got two levels right over here. So basically, this is some sort of like probably a place for our secretary, some sort of like that, our personal secretary, but I don't know who it is, probably a villager. So on this side is going to be on this level is going to be our um, office space. So basically, we're gonna have our office space right over here. Well, basically, this one is just an access going to some roof, or well, it's not much of a thing. But anyhow, of course, this is actually on this side, and on the other side is actually more of like our personal space. So, well, this segment, I didn't actually expect to have some sort of like a tour of our personal mansion, but of course, I'm just gonna do this off cam, and probably I'm gonna show you guys again on what we are actually going to accomplish here, probably on the next. I don't know what next episode, but and of course, on this side is actually some sort of like a living room for us. So basically, we also got an overlooking balcony on our ballroom on the lower level right over there. And this side, well, this is actually going to be probably our bathroom. So I'm thinking some sort of like a spa style bathroom. So we're gonna have like a tub here, probably some showers, some toilets, whatever, well, we have in our bathrooms, right? And probably on the second level gonna be like some sort of like a game room. So we got a couple of levels here. And on this part, I still don't know, but something like a personal space for me. And as well as on the top floor, well, I already have somehow, well, it's a little bit of, this, well, interior designing, at least for our bed. And well, I still haven't placed a door here yet, though. And we got a small bridge right over here, actually connecting to this, some sort of like a grotto. Well, somehow, well, at least this is some sort of like a place for us to do some relaxation, with a nice view of what we cannot, some things that we cannot see from here. Because this place is like, we're actually already at level 202.5, which is a pretty, I mean, high place, right? Should I say? And probably, of course, well, I'm planning to build this, the entire city. Well, what I'm thinking is that I wanted to make this entire project to be done in one time lapse. So probably that's going to be in the next month. I'm not sure on the timeline, but I'm thinking that probably I'm gonna get this done in over like a 2 month time period. But we're just gonna see about that. But of course, some episodes will still be filled in between those time frames. So basically, probably some of those group activity and some activity which are not actually involved around this city, right? But anyhow, of course, well, I guess, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that tour of our farming compound, and as well as here in our personal mansion. But anyhow, of course, well, I guess that's it for this episode. So, well, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, and make sure to subscribe. Of course, to me, to Mikey Perion, and of course, well, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.